On the door of the six just outside, and how important is tomorrow?
Geelong will start hot favourites against Sydney at home. Geelong has lost their last two matches by a combined total of 3 points. They'll be out to redeem themselves. Sydney, disappointing in the last couple of weeks, will want to be saving something for the season. Yes, welcome to AFL Today. First up, we go out to Waverley for the game between Carlton and Essendon. 300th match for Terry Danaher, one of the all-time greats for the Essendon Football Club. A shock for the Blues before the start of the game. Stephen Kernahan, who's one of 3 Carlton players to have played all 19 games so far this season, withdrew before the start of the match. His place was taken by David Glascott. A very competitive first half, and at half-time, not much in it. Carlton leading 7-6 to Essendon 5-5. So it was 48-35. Satori had a very good first half for Carlton. We go to replay action in the third quarter, late in the third term. About 7 minutes remaining. The Blues are a goal in front. It's 8-7 to 7-7.
Umpire Cameron, here's Madden and Salmon. Bradley gets his foot to the ball. Johnston, high, McMullen couldn't take the mark. O'Donnell, chance for Anderson, gathered by Madden. Tripp gets his foot to the ball, now the advantage is paid. Chance for Brown, Blues should get something out of this. Phillips on the favoured left foot. Satori, chance now for Essendon to clear through Wallace. It was a good punch. In comes Matthews, in comes Glasgow. Handball back to Bassett. Further they go back. James, right foot kick by James is a floater. Carried on marks.
Good kick by
13 metres from goal.
Sorry, Robbo, it was a great kick by James there. Could have gone short to a couple of people screaming at him, but he saw Cavillon clear in the square and got that ball on quickly with a quick torpedo. And well done.
Now Cavidon, yet to kick a goal. He's only 13 metres out directly in front, and he makes no mistake. Cavidon's first goal, and everything that Essendon throw at Carlton, the Blues seem to have the answers at the moment. They lead by 12 points.
And there's the player on screen we mentioned. Cavillon's kicked the goal, but it's this quick kick here by James. Watch this. Torpedo going through, and a nice mark over the top there.
Five and three-quarter minutes remaining in the third quarter, and Carlton get back to 2 goals in front. With Madden against Salmon. O'Donnell. Johnston, Meldrum beats them for it, then tackle. Gets a handball away. James. Flood tries to get through. Caught in the end. Long caught. O'Donnell caught. Good tackling. Verbeek. Kransberg with him. Now Johnston. Centre wing, kicks it to half-forward to Plain in the front spot. Hannah, who's got better as the game's gone on. Justin Madden. Dorotic. She took forever. Dean, well played for Verbeek, who's got some time to kick it to Cavidan. Salmon comes in from the side. Oh, splendid mark.
Great mark.
Should go on here. He's got James. She's taken to it forever.
Essendon player in the hands of the trainers back near the centre. Flood.
Yes, here's Satori on a lead. McMullen, Bradley will swoop on him. Gee, nearly a throw, but handball okay. Fox to Long. Still Flood coming off here. Looks like it might be a collarbone. Kickett's kick. Dorotic with a sit, and he takes the mark. And here comes Flood coming off the ground. Dorotic sweeps it out wide.
He's not well, Flood.
Verbeek. Phillips to Hannah. A great chance for the Blues. Hannah, poor kick.
Just the Essendon slight tackle on Hannah may have affected that. And Essendon rebounded back into the centre, but Dean takes a good mark. So Carlton have got the answers as Flood in trouble off the ground. Dean's kick wide to Meldrum. Meldrum's able to run on and pass it short to Glascott. And Glascott may have to steady the ship here a little bit. Forward line looking just a little crowded. Glascott now goes long. Up to the goal front. No mark taken, but surely Terry Danaher pushed out, Ross.
Yes, definitely free kick there. And the player coming on to replace Flood is Simon Madden.
Terry Danaher looking to the right, but all options closed up there by the Blues, so Danaher just holding on to it for a couple of seconds. Now he goes straight up the ground. It's not bad either. Salmon marks, and that could be 50. No. And this could be critical. That free kick allowed to go on. Madden kicks Carlton back to centre-half forward. Danaher. Oh, they're still in trouble, Essendon. Persisting with the handball. Salmon eventually gets it wider. Buick standing still, has the football. Well done, Alvin. Kick to the wing, marked by Wanganeen.
Quickly plays on. O'Donnell is target. Well played, Dean again. Gee, he's having a wonderful match. To Brown, who shrugs off Wanganeen. Short pass to Matthews. Couldn't hold it. Danaher. Little kick doesn't go anywhere. Alvin. The Blues are mounting again here. Wallace good mark, as he's done a couple of times. Sweeps the handball to Salmon. Salmon through the centre. Not a particularly good kick. Dorotich. Not a good kick again to Harvey. Some wasted chances at both ends. Now the Bombers are away through Kickett. A bounce. The pass to Watson. Kernahan with him. Johnston can kick the goal. And does. A thriller at Waverley. 9-7 to 8-7. But some poor disposal there by Carlton. Plane coming off, and the Dorotich kick was awful about 2 minutes ago, wasn't it?
Well, there were 4 or 5 bad kicks, but the Dorotich one was so critical. It really was. It's finished up as a goal. Good kick by Johnson. Debuted in 87. He finished off very well. They could easily have missed that, but a critical goal.
Carlton lead by 6 points. 2 minutes left in the term. Salmon gets the tap out. Alvin from mid-air. Harvey kicks Essendon up to centre-half forward. Big punch by Dorotich. Brown stands his ground. Handballs away to Dean. What can the Blues do just before three-quarter time? Under 2 minutes left. Glascott marks. Plays on. Goes further back to Phillips. He kicks with the favoured left foot. Up to full forward. No mark. Caviton. Kick it quickly. No, he doesn't. He still gets his right foot to the ball. It may bounce through. It has. A miracle goal to Andrew Caviton.
Ryobi's 48-piece cordless drill kit is now just $89. Save $30 on a perfect finish with a random orbit sander, now $119. And a Scorpion electro trimmer is slashed to just $139, and with a bonus 100-metre trimmer line, you save $14. McEwen's super money savers. You can't buy them for less anywhere.
You can do it with McEwen's, 'cause we've got a million things.
When you first buy a home, you don't really own very much of it, do you? But if you have a Westpac home loan, you can own more of your home much sooner. You can reduce the term of your loan without increasing the amount of your repayments. You can even vary your loan at any time to suit your changing circumstances. Just talk to your Westpac branch about these and other ways you can own your home sooner.
You can bank on us.
Make tracks into your nearest gas and fuel showroom. It's the gas winter clearance, and prices have taken a tumble.
With 3 new narrow cab models, we've now got canters to accommodate everyone.
Call STD on a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, any working day. Call STD on a Thursday, a Friday, a Saturday, a normal rate you pay. But Saturday night and all Sunday we get our big rates with Telecom STD. 60% off on a Saturday, if after 6 you call. 60% off on a Sunday, anytime at all.
Every single Formula One Grand Prix for the past 4 seasons was won on Goodyear Eagles. This year, the most advanced road tire carries the same name. Revolutionary Goodyear Eagle GA for smoother ride, longer mileage, and proven grip. Goodyear. We are racing to bring you a better tyre.
The Caviton goal giving Carlton a break at three-quarter time, 10-8 to 8-7. Let's go back to the start of the final term. Working with me today, Ross Glendinning and Ian Robertson. Both teams playing for high stakes then at 10-8 to 8-7, 68 to 55. Salmon goes up against Madden and Kickett gets the ball to half forward. Anderson has to backtrack. Meldrum overran it. Anderson caught by Verbeek. Off the ground by Kickett. Sheedy asking for some inspiration, and Kickett may be able to provide it in short bursts.
Well, their future relies on this 30 minutes of footy, Bruce. It's such a crucial quarter. They've made it hard for themselves.
And Bond back into the action, Bruce, after suffering a heavy knock in the third quarter.
Yes, he and Sexton both going off, and Flood going off for Essendon. Wanganeen's kick was smothered. Salmon goes to ground, then paddles it forward. Anderson gets a quick kick away to Derek Kickett. Lines them up, drop punt. Is this a goal? It is. And he did provide a little bit of magic. At 10-8 to 9-7.
He's had a fairly quiet day statistically. Only 10 touches, 8 kicks, 2 handballs. But that's a critical goal. He's been on the bench a bit. He's found it hard to get into the game. But this one here, the kick coming out from the spray tackle. And a good finish there and a bit of pressure there by Derek Kickett.
It's the 8th person to kick a goal for Essendon. The leading goal scorer on the ground is Peter Satori, who's kicked 4. 34,500 fans here at the headquarters of the AFL. Justin Madden can't become untangled at all.
It's interesting at three-quarter time there, Jared saying that Kevin Sheedy's looking to his senior players, his veterans, to give them the lift. I would have thought the mid-range players, the ones with the younger legs and those that have just as much responsibility, should also be looked at. Kickett's, Buicks and those sorts of players.
Madden and Salmon. Salmon gets the tap out. Wallace, opportunity for Verbeek. Left foot kick by that player to the wing. David Kernahan. The chaser is Hills. Kernahan gathers and gets back onto the favoured right foot and kicks it 40 metres towards the Carlton goal. But no one home back there. Harvey marks over Bassett. Transfers play to centre-half back where Salmon marks. Handball over the top, Terry Danaher. Certain amount of urgency crept into the Essendon game now. Meldrum, kick it again from centre-half forward. Kick it goes for goal. He gets onto the torpedo punt kick. On the goal line, it's not touched. It's another goal to Essendon. Kickett's got his second goal. And there's only 1 point the difference.
That's the sort of mercurial stuff that Derek Kickett can provide here. We watched the score coming through. Good tackle by Wanganeen. And the flick coming out from Meldrum. And that's the reason why Derek Kickett won a stand-up medal in Perth, even though it was taken off him through suspension. But he was a clear winner that year. A very good player.
Well, the Bomber fans delirious. And Kickett has provided the magic to put them back to square one. Just a point behind. Watson, clever. Anderson. The handball to Long from 50 metres. It's a great kick. Scores a level. 10-8 apiece.
Got the ball out of the centre, haven't they, Ross?
Well, the breaks were going Carlton's way. The most part of the game now is just swinging around.
Dorotic, I get the feeling that Carlton will want to slow things up now and stop this onslaught. Salmon and Madden. The handball over the top by Hills. Watson pays a path for Kickett. Misses Long. Buick. Watson. Left foot to put Essendon in front. He has done that. The captain puts the Bombers in front. 11-8 to 10-8.
And a couple of very quick hands there, Buick and handball here. We watched this, Hills a fell initially, but watch this little quick handball by Kickett through the legs. And another quick one, quick pick up by Buick, over to Watson, and what a good finish. He loves a left foot kick at goal, as Tim Watson, and didn't let his team down.
It's the first time today that they've been in front.
Well, remarkable, isn't it? David Parker and Mike Fitzpatrick, amongst others. A goal the difference. what a start to this last quarter by Essendon. They are playing for their future in 1991 finals, and they've produced it so far. Can the Blues come back?
No, Mark.
Called play on. The umpire called play on off the boot.
Off the boot, was it?
Yes.
Certainly held it long enough. Matthews striving to get through. Now Justin Madden kicks Carlton up towards half forward. Satori punched away by Wallace, goes back towards centre half forward. Cavied on, crashes past that tackle, gets his right foot to the ball. It's all Essendon back there on the last line of defence, and Wallace marks for the Bombers. Carlton supporters screaming for the player to move it on, but he took his time and found Cransberg wide in the back pocket. That's a good kick. O'Donnell running with the flight of the ball, backs himself, bounces once and kicks Essendon all of a sudden up towards half forward. Dean misses it. One of his rare errors for the afternoon.
He didn't recover well though. He missed it, but he dived back very quickly and got hands on it and hold it in there.
Essendon lead by 1 goal. They've kicked 3 goals at the start of the last quarter. Punched away by Dean, close to the boundary line. Wanganeen, too quick there for Meldrum, and gets away and kicks Essendon up to the goal front. Getting back is Dorotic, and he'll take it over for a boundary throw-in in the left forward pocket for the Bombers. Well, they got the ball the length of the ground pretty quickly. Dean Wallace just a few minutes ago marking on the last line of defence, and now on a heavy ground when all players are tired, it's in Essendon's left forward pocket. Justin Madden in front, Simon from behind. James gets it for Carlton with the left foot, kicks it out to half back, and Cavied on marks. Half back flank, no one to kick it to. Essendon have got the numbers back there. Not a really good percentage play. Cransberg marks over Matthews. And looking to play on was Terry Danaher, but Cransberg will take it. And now he gives the hand pass away to Danaher. Danaher kicks it in towards the centre where Izard marks. He slipped the tag of Dean. He kicks it towards half forward. It's an ordinary kick. Brown chips in. Handball is good. James in turn to Dorotic. Must do something with this. And he does. He finds Bradley loose at half forward. No one up on the forward line. 2 on 2 back there. Bradley goes into the pocket. It's not a bad kick, and it's a good mark taken by Glasgow in front of Wallace. And Dean Wallace is not too happy with himself. No one home. Glasgow goes to the vacant goal front. Kicks it long and kicks it with penetration, but no accuracy, and he misses to the right. Glasgow has kicked 2 behinds in the Carlton scoreline of 10-9. They trail by 5 points. And Tommy Alvin's in trouble, Gerard.
Yes, so it's very difficult to hear here, Robbo, because the crowds are erupted down here. But evidently, there's a problem with his chest, and I'd suspect broken ribs.
Well, that's bad news for the Blues and for Tom Izard. 5-point game here. Centre wing, Danaher in the front spot. Ratton, Meldrum, still the Blues come forward. Bassett to Meldrum again. High one. Satori outnumbered. Salmon, gee, that was nearly a throw. But Izard. Johnston. Out of trouble again. Verbeek. Anderson gets a free kick. In the back.
Yeah, he used his body. If he had hit him with the side, it was all right, but he got him in the back.
Greg Anderson. 11 kicks to date. This will be his 12th. Doesn't get a lot of distance, and David Kernahan takes the mark. And the Blues have led all day except for this charge the Bombers made at the beginning of the final term. Oh, good mark to Bassett. Still dangerous, the Blues here. Satori on a long lead. Dean sits and waits, props and stops, goes again, gets tangled up. Meldrum. Dean can steady now, kick it towards Cavadon. Cransberg with him. Well played, Cavadon. Oh, great snap for a goal! Third goal for Cavadon. That was freakish. The Blues are back in front.
We've just located another case of abuse. Follow me. This sort of thing happens when you get involved with people you don't know, people you can't trust. People who treat cars like this. But here at BP Car Care, you know who you're dealing with. Every time your local BP car care man does a job, he puts his name on the line. Now you can fight car abuse wherever you see the BP car care sign.
BP, on the move.
You can do it with McEwan's, 'cause we've got a million things.
Want to see how Energizer batteries last a lot longer than ordinary carbon batteries? What's staying power?
Save 15% off all Energizer batteries.
Which torch takes a lot of beating? The ever-ready Dolphin, of course.
At $9.95, you can't beat the price. The batteries are $3.95 each. McEwan's Super Money Savers. You can't buy them for less anywhere.
You can do it with McEwan's, 'cause we've got a million things.
National Australia Bank's aim is to be the best bank in Australia by providing the best possible products, like these. The authoritative magazine, Personal Investment, has voted the National 1991 Bank of the Year for its outstanding products and services. That's why you're better off with the National. National Australia Bank, tailoring banking to your needs.
Yeah, Tuesday, 50,000 service. And the price, hang on, I'll tell you exactly. If we find a problem, we'll give you a ring.
That muffler.
Customer says you can put it on. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, well, you know those backyard boys. Yep. But we guarantee. Yep, that's the jackaroo. Oh, we guarantee you'll love it. Not a problem. See you Tuesday.
Have the numerous Elvis Presley sightings since 1977 been imaginary, or could they be real? Secret FBI documents, testimony from handwriting and voice experts, and exclusive photos may reveal the truth on the 14th anniversary of his reported death. You be the judge. Is Elvis dead or alive? Did the FBI and CIA take part in the greatest hoax in history? Via satellite from Las Vegas, an astonishing premiere television event, The Elvis Files, 8:30 tonight, exclusive to 7.
Carlton lead by a point. It's a hard stopper here at Waverley. Bradley pushed off the football. James gets it wider. Bassett. Done pretty well, Bassett. Left foot kick to full forward. Satori can't mark. He's got it. Can he break the tackle? Wallace good. Kept the pressure on nicely. Deep in that half-back flank area. Gets the handball away to Johnston. Johnston's left foot kick to the wing. And it's a Carlton mark. And Kernahan, I think you're a little fortunate, because I'm sure your hands were in a little bit in the back of your Essendon opponent. David Kernahan's kick to the 50-metre line. No mark. Wallace comes through. Tackled by Glasgow. Away to Terry Danaher. Handball to Wanganeen. Still Essendon, irrepressible. Danaher in his 300. The floating kick to half forward. No mark taken. Chance now for McMullen. He's caught with the football. Magic. Anderson. Advantage is paid. Where will this bounce? It's bouncing to the goal front. And it goes at right angles. Dean. Buick, good play. Dean gets up to his feet. And well done, Peter Dean. He repels that Essendon attack and finds Doherty deep at half-back.
Well, not only did he repel, he kicked it superbly, really. Beautiful. There's Dorotich, the centre wing. Justin Madden with a fly at the back. Phillips and also O'Donnell. Gee, pick a winner, Ross Glendinning from here. 75 to 74.
The best side will win.
Well, there's nothing in it at all. An absolute thriller.
No wonder he won a Brownlow. At diplomacy or what?
Salmon to Hills. Through centre wing. Sweeps it towards Simon Madden. He's had two opponents. Surely that was a push in the back to Dean. Here's kick it. Will he do it again? Will he put the Bombers back in front? No.
Well, that was unbelievable. His 2 goals earlier, he never looked like making a mistake, did he? And then...
It's often the case, though, Rob, isn't it?
He's missed by, what, 7 metres,
Yeah.
Ross?
Well, he is mercurial.
Easier, those kicks.
Here's Hannah from the back pocket.
A bit of a let-off for Carlton. Hannah's kick goes long, out to outside 50 metres. Bradley's kick is to the advantage of James. James, short kick, cavied on, can't mark. Kransberg at the back. Bassett has the football. Kransberg in there, and the umpire will call for a ball up just forward of centre wing in Carlton's attacking half. The Blues lead by a point. It's been a fantastic game of football. A very good crowd here at Waverley, threatening weather, but we've got away with it so far. Cavidon's tap down, looking for Phillips. O'Donnell, Bradley, long handball. Meldrum Bounced nicely for Paul Meldon. Left foot kick to half forward. Matthews can't mark. His recovery's not bad. Gets the handball to Ratton. He's tackled well. Still the ball to be won. Brown Shepherd for Justin Madden. Justin Madden's left foot kick. Wide to half forward. The bouncing ball awkward for Watson. Out comes Glasgow. Still there to be won. Brown there. Taps it to Glasgow's advantage. Glasgow. Left foot kick goes 20 metres towards the Carlton goal. Chance for Matthews. Diving on it as Harvey. And surely the umpire will have to call for a ball up. Both sides supporters screaming for a free kick. And I'm sure Mark Harvey would have liked it if he'd have been given the advantage there. But the umpire will ball it up about 30 metres, maybe a little closer to the Carlton goal.
Salmon, Satori, Ratton, Satori and Matthews. Satori could kick this and he has. He's put it through. 5 for Satori. 5 goals to Peter Satori. And the Blues are back 7 points in front at 12-9 to 11-8.
So it hasn't been a great focal point there. He kept his feet. Ball come out here and it just a push through there by Ratton. He kept his feet, allowed the Shepherd there, and he picked it up and kicked it very quickly and very well.
Well, 5 goals to Peter Satori, and the Blues have only kicked 12, so his game has been an absolute beauty. 5 goals to Satori, 3 goals to Cavidon, and on the other side of the ledger, Kickett has kicked 2, and Simon Madden has kicked 2 for Essendon. Kick off the ground by O'Donnell. The race is on. Hills, it bounced nicely. Fraser Brown there, but Hills able to get around onto the left foot. Kicks it high in towards the centre. And a good, gutsy mark taken there by Gary O'Donnell in front of Bond. He plays on quickly. Kicks it to half forward. Hannah can't mark. Helping out is Meldrum. He kicks to a vacant wing position. Bassett and Kickett. Kickett gets to the front. The ball close to the boundary line. Kickett keeps it in. Wanganeen. Well done. Kickett, right foot, up towards full forward. Dorotich can't mark. Bradley playing handballs it to himself. Kicks it off the ground and kicks a goal. Unbelievable stuff. 2 goals to Bradley playing. And this game has just got everything.
It's fantastic there to see both Kickett and Wanganeen not to concede the ball going out of bounds. A couple of clever taps resulted in Kickett there kicking on that right foot. Dorridge, a valiant effort here and Plain looking for a free kick. What about this freakish kick here? Almost like the Djakovic one out of the air a couple of weeks ago. Fantastic stuff.
Plain, who just came on for McMullen, has kicked a miracle goal. Well, as Robbo said, this match has got the lot. James, the handball, Phillips, Satori, not a good kick. Glasgow goes to ground. Wallace, Satori keeps the pressure on. The Wallace handball was not all that good. Terry Danaher and his 300. Wouldn't he like to win this one? Cransberg. O'Donnell with a run, a bounce. And the kick to Harvey. A good one. Just a point in it. Harvey to Buick, who's got great skill, lines them up, goes for them, and kicks it very well. 13-8 to
12-9. With 3 new narrow cab models, we've now got canters to accommodate everyone.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From the Bayside beaches to the Dandenong Ranges,
From the Werribee River all the way to Frankston, this land was made for you and me. The Seaford wetlands to Braeside parklands, all the way to the Docklands, to the Warrandyte Greenbelt, the Hillsville Sanctuary, to Werribee Mansion. This land was made for you and me.
We've come a long way towards creating a network of open space linking our bay to the ranges. Just imagine how much more we could extend this network and develop new areas if you help too. Become a friend of Open Space 2000. and make your part of Melbourne an even better place to live. To help, phone this number.
With only this much tyre between you and the road, wouldn't you be safer on Bridgestone?
Not for the bold, fresh way that it grabs you, not for the cold, fresh way it goes down, not even for that one little calorie while you're strutting your stuff around. There's just one reason, just for the taste of it, Diet Coke.
Just for the taste of it.
Diet Coke.
Just for the taste of it.
Want to be like Mel, Elle or Julia?
There's no waving a magic wand.
Now, medical miracle workers can transform you into the glamorous person of your dreams.
One performs better if one feels comfortable.
Most cosmetic procedures are claimable against a health fund.
A 7 News special report Monday at 6.
You know, on a Spanish beach somewhere at the moment, Steve Vizard's in melanoma mode, while I am right here in his seat getting a Studio 10.
What a guy, what a show, what a week.
Essendon lead by 5 points with under 12 minutes left. Critical centre bounces coming up. Phillips gets Carlton out towards half forward. Mark is taken there by Matthews. Can the Blues fight back again? Brown's kick up to 50 metres and the mark is taken by Sartori. Brown running into the pocket. He's on his own. No, he can't kick it to him because getting back quickly eventually was Hills. Sartori. What's he going to do? Have a shot for goal. He's too far out, I think. He's kicked 5. Fancies his chances and kicks it through for a behind. So 5 goals, 3 to Peter Sartori. Essendon lead by 4 points. 13-8 to 12-10. And what a game of football it's been here at Waverley. As you can see there, just under 11 minutes left, and Cransburg kicks into the far side.
Salmon the target and finds him.
50.
Yes, not good play, Justin Madden.
Very untidy. He just conceded front position there too easily and then just very casually pushed Salmon in the back. That's just critical stuff.
Gee, and Ross 50 metres at this time of the match and under these conditions.
Well, Salmon can kick the ball long distances and he'll get up to Simon Madden here and they're a chance.
Yes, it's like giving away 2 kicks, isn't it?
Well, it is.
2 free possessions.
My word. They've been so hard to come by.
Squares it to centre half forward to Simon Madden. Dorotic goes with him. Ratton, Meldrum with a bit of skill, takes a chance. Then goes to Sartori with a good kick. Now Glasgott's one out in the goal square. He's going to go to Glasgott in the pocket. It's another good kick. He's missed 2, Glasgott, from this position.
He's not a really long kick, David Glasgott. He's a reliable kick, but he's not a really long kick. And as he's got older, I think his distance is probably lessened.
Well, 45 metres out to put the Blues in front. The drop punt, he's missed it. So Carlton have had 2 set shots from a fair way out, and they get back within 3 points. 3 points to Glasgow himself. And it's 12-11 to 13-8 as Cransburg brings the ball back in.
And he kicks it to the near side. Glasgow punches it back. The kicker is there for Essendon. Right foot by that player. No one home for the Bombers. Madden taps it down. The advantage is with Brown. Goes to Phillips. Back to Madden. Madden's kicked magnificently, smothered by Hills. Picked up by Glasgow. Marking contest at the goal front. Danaher well tackled by Matthews. James in there for Carlton. And the umpire will call for a bounce. And boy, what a magnificent physical contest it's been. Both teams giving absolutely everything.
It was a great tackle there by Matthews.
Going right down to the line. Essendon lead by 3 points with 9 minutes left. Umpire Cameron bounces the ball. Cabidon tries to get the tap out. Danaher's in the action. And he handballs it over the boundary line. And umpire Cameron says, throw it in. Boundary umpire Green. There's Terry Danaher playing his 300th game. What a Trojan. Simon Madden back there in defence. Gets in front. Picked up by Bradley. What can the magician do? A screw kick goes through for another behind.
Well, it's the only option he has because Long had closed him down on the right-hand side.
Essendon by 2 points.
Watson now to bring it back in. Looks for some options. Something short or long here. Just not certain. You can see the dilemma. Decides to thump it with a long one. O'Donnell versus Phillips. O'Donnell taps it on about 10 metres. And still in play, Wanganeen. Cransberg to Wanganeen again, who provides some run here. The short kick is a good one to Plain. Plain quickly goes on. Izzard round the body. Salmon and Dorotic. It bounces, sticks in the mud. Dorotic cleverly. Hannah, happy to see it run out as Plain comes in from the side.
It was well done by Dorotic there, a clever kick. Kept it on the ground, and even Hannah then just put the ball on the ground in front of him and was carried over the line.
Well, Kevin Sheedy knows what's at stake more than any of us. The Bombers, with a tough run home, need to win here. Verbeek, Bradley, Bond, Carlton work it to Ratton, swings it wider to Bradley, who can go away and take a run. Usually a long kick, this one towards centre half forward. At the back, well, Harvey, at the back was James. Danaher, his 12th kick and his 300th. Meldrum. Phillips. Left foot. Satori to take the mark. A loose ball. Hills. Stops. Props. Shrugs a tackle. Goes over the top.
Yes, Fox and Hills. And Hills kicks it wide. Half forward flank on this member's side. Wallace got the football. David Kernahan looking for the free kick, and he's going to get it.
Yep. Not a quick enough effort there by Wallace to get the ball out from under him. He was stalling. Penalised.
Under 7 minutes left. Essendon by 2 points. David Kernahan short. Bassett marks. Player in the centre's Meldrum. All on his own. He spotted him. It might be a little too late. Meldrum goes after it. Hannah helps out. Got the ball. Get the handball away. Madden falls over. Plain, well done, Bradley Plain. Down goes Plain from a Bassett smash. He comes long. Kick the full forward. Salmon.
Was that a critical slip there by Justin Madden? Whew.
It was probably Hannah not being able to break the tackle.
Well, Hannah actually had the opportunity to handball to one of his teammates going past him, but he continued on and took the ball against the flow.
Salmon's kicking from about 45 metres out.
This is about his maximum too, Ian. So test him.
Well, I don't think you'll have any trouble with the distance. Oh, he gets underneath it, kicks it high to the goal line. No mark taken. Free kick picked out, but it's advantage paid. Phillips clears for Carlton. To the wing. Essendon have got 2 on 1. Hills. Brown does well. Still got the football and dispossesses the Essendon player, and Carlton will get a free kick, courtesy of Verbeek. He plays on. Brown, you're caught. You are gone. Absolutely. Still, it's a winnable position. O'Donnell held, but he didn't have it. And O'Donnell will take the free kick, and he handballs it wider still to Johnston.
From centre wing. A long one. Dean underneath it. Bradley, the handball to Hannah. Under pressure. Can't break the tackle. Wanganeen. Madden calls for a free kick.
5 minutes left.
2-point game. There's Salmon and Madden.
Geez, that extra step by Fraser Brown. What a critical one.
And he'd done so well also,
look,
Brown,
kept
against
it in.
2
The tackle
players.
was great, that's right.
Just running out of luck. Taking too long. He was exhausted. The 2 big men go at it. Dean gets a quick kick. Bassett. The handball. Now Anderson with a long one to the goal square. Dorotic and Wallace. It's a behind. 13-9 to 12-12. With 4.5 minutes to go. A change coming up.
Ratton off and Sexton back on again after his stitches.
And Robbo, Carlton have got to kick the next goal. It's as simple as that.
No doubt about it. David Kernahan's kick in is magnificent. Straight up the centre. Bassett can't quite get away with the football. Justin Madden leans over the top of it. and the umpire will call for a bounce. It's at wide of centre-half forward in Essendon's attacking half. Just 4 minutes left. Can the Bombers cling on? It's been a terrific contest in great spirit. The tap down. Buick. Bond to chaser. Buick taps it to himself. Bond does well. He's still got the football though, Bond. Now it comes out the back somehow to Long. Long shoots to the goal front. Salmon and Dorotic. Dorotic taps it to the back. Wallace leaves it and it goes over for a boundary throw-in. But that will help the Bombers because it's in their forward pocket and seconds ticking away.
Well, what a contest it's been. 87-84. Salmon. Madden against him. Plain. Wallace one out in the goal square. Tries something unbelievable. Will this go through? No. Out on the full.
Well, that goal umpire know that went out on the full.
Well, he dashed over there.
His experience, Robert.
Peter Dean to bring it back in. Carlton needs some clean possessions here. They need a thrust into attack. Madden. Off the ground by Phillips. Can the Blues win the ball? Matthews. Good tackle by Danaher. No free kicks coming here. Hannah. It goes to Terry Danaher. Back to full forward. Dean sets himself. Loose ball. Dean's with it. Across the face. David Kernahan. Salmon with him. Kernahan plays it in front. But they lose it. Izar. To behind. 13-10 to 12-12. Peppering the goal, Essendon with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining.
Dorotic handing the ball back to David Kernahan. And surely David Kernahan must kick straight up the ground. Verbeek's giving him the lead, but he's gone straight up the centre of the ground. And it's no mark taken. Dean tries to get it to Phillips. Phillips not bad. Meldrum. Handball wide to Hannah. Doesn't mind running with the football. Gets back onto the right. Must kick it wide and must kick it long. But he picks out the Essendon player, Kransberg, and he marks it half back.
He just went right across the flow of play. Glasgow to give him a great lead from full forward. Should have gone long down the left-hand side.
And it was the possession that Carlton needed. Now Verbeek. He's got a player in the pocket. Loose, it's Bradley. Must play on. Handball over the top. Carried on. Can he manufacture something? The pass is good. Glasgow's got it. And we've got 1 minute 40 left. If David Glasgow kicks a goal, the Blues are in front by 2 points.
He had an option too, Glasgow. He had to turn quickly. He had Meldrum free in the middle of the ground.
Oh, would he give it away, Ross?
Well, it was clear enough if he had to turn around quickly.
He's kicked 3 behinds. Oh, he's gone, given it away to Bradley. Kransberg over the top, marks, and surely Essendon will hang on now. Bomber supporters ecstatic. Kransberg kicks long. Out there on his own is O'Donnell. And the Bombers will waste time.
He's lifted well, O'Donnell. He's picked up Phillips and really run him around.
Loose players now. Wanganeen.
From half-back, inside the last minute. O'Donnell. Possession football as the seconds tick away. As Carlton played its last hand to Watson. A bounce. Kransberg. Long kick. Carlton need a mark desperately. Dorotic provides it.
He's been steady.
30 seconds to go. There's still time. Meldrum. Well played, Harvey. Maybe not now. Long should use it well, and he does to Anderson. 20 seconds to go. And this great contest is about to come to a close. Anderson takes a chance. Wide to Izar. Short to Wanganeen. And that's the ball game. That is it. TD, it's a great song. Puts the footy under the... And it was a terrific match. Terry Danaher with the footy at the end. And Essendon winning by 4 points. Twice in the last 2 minutes, Carlton players passed the ball to Peter Kransberg, Mill Hannah, and then David Glasgow. It was 13-10 to 12-12. 4 players kicked 2 goals each for the Bombers. Buick, Kickett, Plain and Madden, and Shorley Kickett's 2 goals early in the last quarter set them alight. Satori got 5 for Carlton and Caverton 3. Terrific game, and the reason that Kernahan was out before the match, that's Stephen, it's because of a bruised arm. We take a break. Coming up after this, we'll talk to Kim Sporton about Sports World tomorrow and go down to Kardinia Park for Geelong against Sydney.
To build a vehicle of power and refinement requires great perseverance. Mitsubishi is proud to introduce a luxury car for those who admire similar qualities. Between Australia and Japan. The new Verada V6. Please consider.
Hey, buy 2. 2 what? 2 of anything. Why 2? To win a trip for 2 to anywhere in the world. I buy 2 of the same item from Food Plus and I could win a trip for 2 to anywhere in the world? Too right. How about Tucson, Arizona? Maybe Timbuktu. Paris!
Food Plus, the store with more.
Make tracks into your nearest gas and fuel showroom. It's the gas winter clearance, and prices have taken a tumble.
Isn't it time you were driving all the advanced tread designs and rubber compounds of Bridgestone tyres?
National Australia Bank's aim is to be the best bank in Australia by providing the best possible products, like these. The authoritative magazine, Personal Investment, has voted the National 1991 Bank of the Year for its outstanding products and services. That's why you're better off with the National Australia Bank, tailoring banking to your needs.
Tom Cruise, Brian Brown and Elizabeth Shue, the hottest stars of the 90s in the #1 movie Smash. Cocktail, Sunday. A father can't forgive the man who stole his little girl's heart.
Michael, look, just take your hands off me, all right?
What happens when he finds out his wife is helping the enemy?
Yeah, you had something to talk about.
Has Revhead added murder to his sins?
You said that nothing like this would happen. Nobody was meant to get hurt. Just shut up because I don't need this, all right?
Home and Away, Monday on 7.
In just a few moments, AFL Today will take you down to Kardinia Park, Geelong against Sydney. Before that, Sports World tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock to tell us what's happening. Kim Sporton. Kim, how are you going there?
Very well, thanks, Bruce.
That's good. Now, Kerry Hall and Steve Pate has been the big story in Australian sport over the last 24 hours. Both going for anabolic steroids. It's not a good scene for Australia.
That's right. No, indeed, a black period for cycling history following Hot on the Steps as it does with Martin Vinnicum. And, of course, they would have returned as heroes from Stuttgart. They'd done so well. Hall won the sprint title on Thursday. You can see him there just racing his heart out. And Pate actually got the bronze in that event, Pate himself being a former world champion. But no, they won't come back as heroes. They're going to come back in disgrace because, as you mentioned, Bruce, they have tested positive for drugs. The same drug, incidentally, that Ben Johnson was caught for in the Olympics. So we're going to have Mike Turter in, the former Olympic gold medalist from the LA Olympics. He'll be in to look at the ramifications and just where we are at in the Australian cycling history at the moment.
OK, that's good. Now, what about basketball? Eddie Palabinskas and George Gervin, a couple of the all-time greats.
Yes, indeed they are. Yes, well, they'll be joining us. They're on a tour of Australia at the moment. Gervin, the highest scorer of all times of the NBA, and Palabinskas, he's Well, he was in the Olympics as well. So, yeah, it's a good one. And the NBL boys will be in as well. So any aspiring basketballers, tune in for that. Should be a good segment.
OK, Simon Doyle. Now, he's off to the World Athletic Championships. He's just come back from Europe and he'll be joining us. He's running in the 1500 in Tokyo.
Yes, that's right, Bruce. He's returned. He's in Brisbane now. He was doing some Grand Prix meets overseas. Had mixed results over there. He did very well in Britain, came 8th in Monte Carlo in the 800, but still one of the key prospects for Australia. He should do well, and that should be a good interview tomorrow. OK, Jeff Harding we've got, and you've got a psychology story? Yes, Jeff Harding, Alina Jeff Harding, I believe. He's gearing up for the Dennis Andres fight. And yes, I'm looking at the Victorian netball team. They've enlisted the help of a psychologist, and they're aiming to beat New South Wales in the Australian titles next month. OK, look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. Thanks for that, Kim, and also a big football hour where Craig Devonport will be our guest from St Kilda. OK, Geelong up against Sydney. Geelong the favourites here, no doubt about that, despite the fact they've lost a couple of games by short margins. Peter Landy was calling along with Peter McKenna at Kardinia Park. Let's take a look at some highlights of the first half.
Get away. Oh, good lead by Exel to centre half. Now McAvaney should mark this. Oh, he went for the punch. Could have marked it. There's a left foot snap at goal. First goal of the game by Denham. This is Stoneham. Tapped it on the ground. Stoneham to half forward. Tui and Ablett. Oh, look at the strength of Ablett. Tui did everything right. He was a little bit too worried about Ablett. Now, can he kick goal number 500? He's going to bomb it from 50 metres, the Geelong champ. There it is. It's a goal. He's got it. Great effort, Gary Ablett. Now, one-on-one contest. Jason Love. He's got a chance here too to beat Hinkley. Mops up. Well done by Jason Love. Handball to Bays. Bays kicks a goal and slams it through for a goal to the Swans.
Measures the pass to half forward. Can Sydney get another one? Greg Williams looks for the hand pass, as he always does, to Mitchell, who's a good shot on the run. And Mitchell has put that one through for full points.
Trevor Spencer looking for someone to give it to. He's got a couple of loose players. It's a wobbly kick to Exel. Still a chance for Denham around the corner. Sean Denham, great goal.
Kicked his third.
So, Poole on centre wing. Will he go for the long bomb? Ablett running back with the flight of the ball. And a brilliant mark by Ablett. He's hoping someone will lead to us. No, he's going to go the long bomb here. Drop punt. Oh, look at that magnificent long kick. Sensational goal.
Yes, he's a joy to watch in full flight, Gary Ablett. So at half-time, Geelong leading 61-33. It was 9-7 to 5-3 after they got the jump on Sydney. We go to action in the third quarter. There's about 9 minutes left. The Cats are leading by 33 points. It's 11-9 to 6-6.
Darren Mackessy's done all right down there on Gavin Exel. Exel has kicked 2 out of Geelong's 11, but the ball's been down there a lot on that forward line. Cordy sets himself. He has 2 to beat. The loose ball went with Lewis. Now it's with David Murphy. Aythorn gets it to Tui. Tui's done fairly well on Ablett. At the back is Carroll battling manfully. Oh, look at this pace of Lawson. A bounce. Will he go again, the little fella? Yes, he will. Oh, he mucked that up. Oh, still going Lawson. A great individual effort. Here's Barry Mitchell. An open goal coming up. Handball over the top. No, he kicks a goal. Tremendous play by Lawson.
Barry Mitchell gets his second goal, but will put the assist down to Lawson. And that great pace you spoke of, Pete, he really used it to perfection there, didn't he? 7-6 to 11-9.
What an exciting little player he is. 11-9 plays 7-6, but he backed himself in. He even had a fumble, but he made up for the fumble by grabbing that ball with one bite. Eventually gave it off to the little champ there, Barry Mitchell. And I thought he might handball over the top. He was caught in 2 minds, but he elected to kick it himself.
15 kicks to Barry Mitchell. A great effort there to kick the goal, but Lawson, of course, setting it up for him as Brunton kicks out of the centre. Sock it off the ground. Comes out to Tui. Back to Mitchell again. Can the Swans make something of this? Carroll couldn't. Stoneham. Brunton in pursuit. He won't catch him. Simpson is playing the game of his life. Picking up kicks everywhere, mainly across centre field. Knocked away by Mackesy. Back to Ablett. Lovely sidestep. Tried to sell the dummy. Couldn't. Swans tackling manfully down there. Denham tried to kick it off the ground. Brunton again. Couch goes in solidly to apply the tackle. In comes Bruns to do likewise. good umpiring. He's letting it go, not playing Tiki Touchwood free kicks. And
I agree with what you just said, Pete. Is they're all battling manfully to try and
Going
get
for
the
the ball.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, going for the ball, and no free kicks in that pack then.
so ball up inside the centre square. Hooper taps down. Comes to Page. It comes to Bruns. Well, Williams collects him. Was that a little bit late?
Silly play, Greg Williams. Is he going to be reported?
He is.
Yes, it was silly play, but because there was going to be a contest down at half forward, and Greg took his eyes off it and went for the man, and it created a free kick down the field, and you just can't afford that.
It's arguable whether he was taken high.
So he's had his number taken.
But it was late, as you said.
It was just late. It was unnecessary. And, well, I don't think it was particularly vicious or anything like that. It was just late.
Anyway, it's not for us to comment on. It's for the tribunal to decide. We'll get back to the footy because it's Paul Couch with the ball. Could just about be able to kick this. He's got this little breeze behind him. He's kicked it. And he's kicked it accurately for a goal. So Paul Couch getting his second, and Geelong kick clear again, 12-9 to 7-6.
Well, but you pay the penalty if you do that. That was a gift to Geelong. The free kick was definitely there, but the umpire was quick to see it. But you just can't afford to do that, particularly if the 50 metres goes down inside the 50-metre mark. So back to the centre. 12-9, plays 7-6. Geelong go forward again through Poole. Ablett at the back, McAvaney at the front. Tui has been terrific on Ablett, really. As it's kicked, Ablett's had 9 kicks and 1 handball. And Bernard Tui has had 8 and 5, so a good contest.
There's a couple of good contests today. Bays and Hinkley is another one. Couch again as the Rucks go at it. Bolton kicks to the member stand side. Aythorne nearly caught with the ball. Higgins won't be. Kicks to space on centre wing. Not too many options open for him there. And the ball tracks across the boundary line in the middle of the interchange area. 12-9 to 7-6. Just over 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Swans have won their last 3 games against Geelong, but facing an uphill battle to take the points here this afternoon. Barry Mitchell, though, was certainly led by example, playing a great game. He and Simpson, arguably the 2 best on the ground at the moment. This is Mark Bays. Good lead by Love.
No one in the square
Not a
for
soul.
the Swans.
Not a
no
soul.
one.
So Love goes long and might get the goal. He has done. It's a beautiful kick for full points. So Jason Love brings up his second goal, and certainly a badly needed one for Sydney. 12-9 to 8-6.
You are ready, my son.
The deadliest art of the Orient is now in the hands of the only American ninja. First run mega action movie Monday on 7.
My father brought home this packet of cornflakes. I lived in the country. I'd been brought up entirely on homemade everything, bread, butter, you name it. And this sort of golden stream poured out of the packet. And it was like magic. I've remembered it ever since. And apart from liking them and knowing they're nourishing, it's nostalgia. I still get this sort of feeling about that magic moment, this golden stream pouring out.
Kellogg's Cornflakes, because the simple things in life are often the best.
It's for you.
Beauty. AMP. My check.
I like getting paid without working. Glad I listened to Ken.
No, I don't want to pay too much tax on it.
Thought of putting part of it into an annuity.
Any good?
My AMP annuity gives me $18,000 a year. Guaranteed for life.
What about inflation?
Mine's indexed. It's brilliant. It's 2 pair.
You win.
Got enough money?
You bet.
AMP will always be there.
This is the man who makes Kleenex tissues. All our tissue products are made from plantation wood grown on tree farms and from sawmill waste. To clean the wood, we're replacing chlorine with oxygen-based bleaching. To find out more, read the environmental update on our packaging.
The single most important rock musician is still Jimi Hendrix.
Hey, Joe.
He redefined the art of electric guitar playing. Jimi Hendrix Cornerstones. 18 of his finest tracks.
Foxy lady.
68 minutes digitally remastered. No rock collection is complete without Hendrix Cornerstones.
When George and Marge wanted the facts on annuities, they turned to their AMP agent. He gave them the personal service and professional advice they needed to help them reach their financial goals. AMP. We'll always be there.
There's war in the valley.
I've been booked. I've got a ticket now.
A new cop in town who's really tough.
I'm going to run rings around this jerk.
Will the famous Morrison charm work?
Look, Constable.
Sergeant, actually, Sergeant Goodman.
And is Doris about to join the big farm up in the sky?
Pull through this one, get you all the beer you can drink. Bye, Sheriff.
A country practice Monday.
They want to get the ball out of the centre here. A couple of quick goals. Here they go. Barry Mitchell has been absolutely sensational. Oh, chance here. Rogers lying on top of it. Can the Swans get away? Ooh, almost a throw to Poole. Bruns. They would not want Geelong to get the next goal, the Swans. Disciplined play by Higgins. This is Spencer. Tries to break the tackle. The Swans are a good tackling side. Page goes in after it is caught high by Hooper. And Glenn Page at the base of, well, I won't call it a pack. He's Bolton. Lewis, clever hand pass. Page, can he grab it and kick it? He does. Lawson at the back, trapped it well. Bays again. Bays the long bomb in at goal. It swings, it misses. Oh, gee, that would have been a handy one.
Would have lifted them, certainly. 5 minutes left in the quarter.
I think Bays, you'd have to give the honours to Bays today over Hinkley. He's played very, very well. 13-3, but he's the forward against Hinkley's 11-3, so certainly honours with Bays.
Stoneham in front. Carroll. Aythorne waiting for the hand pass that never came. Bruns get cannoned into. Carroll over the top. Williams, who had his number taken only a few minutes back. Aythorne measures the pass, didn't measure it too well. Fine views. As we mentioned earlier, only came onto the ground 1 minute before half-time. Very keen to do well, getting out there again. Oh, Stoneham nearly threw that, a flip out. Aythorne gives it in turn to Cordy, whose kick will land just inside the boundary line. First bounce over, throw in 50 metres out.
Well, the Swans are fighting hard. They're not far out of this game.
They
when
never toss it in.
Well, if they get 2 quick goals, it'd take them up to 10-7, and then all of a sudden, you know, getting close to three-quarter time, they'd be in the game.
Bays and Hooper, one by Hooper. Williams again. Hocking takes him out. Lamb, cleanest player on the ground. And no luck there for Aythorne. The boundary umpire was right on the spot, and another throw-in. Hooper and Tunbridge. Lawson went without it. And again, Lamb. Ooh, good hip and shoulder. Takes Cordy out of it.
Poor old
we'll see a bounce.
Mark Aythorne got steamrolled then.
Was Aythorne, it was, yes. Played well, Aythorne.
He has.
11-6. Bounce on, or nearly close to centre wing now, so Geelong working it up manfully. Hooper, good punch away, beautifully done to Bruns. Long kick by Bruns up towards left half forward. That might be a free kick to Hocking, it is. The advantage where it was played. Flipped out the couch, he could score another one here, and has done. Excellent play by Ablett to get it to him. The two stars combining, and Paul Couch putting through his third goal, his second of the quarter. Geelong 13-9, Sydney 8-7.
Yes, again, they had plenty of the play on their forward line then, but good play by Ablett. Advantage rule played, as Peter said, and allowed Couch to come away. He hasn't been a dominating play, but he has kicked 3 goals, Paul Couch. He had 14 kicks, though. Tunbridge has battled manfully in those centre bounces, or centre throw-ups, I should say. Let's see how he goes this time. It's Hooper versus Tunbridge.
Don't think either would win a store gift.
Tunbridge. Well, maybe they would if they were off 25. Look at that glue pot. Hooper. Greg Williams been getting the hoots of the crowd. He's had his number taken. Kelly off the side of the boot. It's tapped wide. Cordy, clever kick. Wide of Stoneham. Stoneham has a couple to beat here. Stoneham cleverly tapped it towards the line and put it over. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds of play left in this third term. And Geelong lead 13-9 to 8-7.
So boundary throw in again. Bayes this time over the top. Knock on by Couch. And the Cats work it forward again. See if they get another goal before three-quarter time. They'd be nearly there. Bairstow. Didn't see much of him this quarter. Tui in front of Ablett. Good battle, as we have mentioned, between those two. Stephen Hocking tries to barge past Bolton. Not really successful. Kelly again. Onto Mitchell, having a magnificent quarter. Look for someone running past, over the top, the handball, effective to Lawson. I love the way this little guy goes at his football. Good kick into the square, and off the hands of, well, we'll say Trevor Poole, and it's out of bounds.
Well, actually, Jamie Lawson made a very big mistake then. With his pace, he could have run and had a couple of bounces and run into about 20 metres from goal, but he elected to go for the long kick.
So boundary throw in. Bayes tried to get on the left foot. Now he can. And Lawson. Bayes thought about going to the right, Pete. I'm not quite sure how good he is on the right foot, but obviously he's much better on the left.
Well, it was good play by Bayes in the end, because he saw Lawson out of the corner of his eye, swung onto the left and gave it to him. But he's an exciting little player, isn't he? Quickest player in the game.
From 20 metres out, Lawson kicks at goal. Goal umpire runs across a little bit, but he's got it.
The days are grey, the nights are long, so turn it on, turn it on, oh turn it on, show me what you've got, turn it on, 'cause when you're hot, you're hot.
You can do it with McEwen's, 'cause we've got a million things.
You can do it with 4 litres of Mobil Super X8P motor oil at only $9.45. Or take your pick from Mobil Specialty Oils. They're now just $3.95 each. Brake fluid, 2-stroke oil, transmission oil or gear oil, save up to $2.30. McEwen's Super Money Savers. You can't buy them for less anywhere.
You can do it with McEwen's, 'cause we've got a million things.
Fabulous, Joyce, because I wore the mini at the micro, so I look absolutely knockout. And the next thing you know, Brendan arrives in this daggy old... I'll look up. Just hold on to Joycey a moment, will you?
Look, I'm here about the car premium payment.
What's the problem?
Well, it seems quite high.
I just take the money.
But I'm paying for things that are already covered in my home, life and health policies.
Just a tick, Joycey. Every insurance company is the same.
Well, not GIO Australia. I mean, they don't make you pay for all these useless benefits.
I suppose that's why their premiums are so much lower.
Oh, of course.
Oh.
Well, look, thank you very much for your help.
Now, Joycey, looks like that lot of GIO just got another one. No, nothing.
Phone 008 244 355 for a better deal on your car insurance.
When George and Marge wanted the facts on annuities, they turned to their AMP agent. He gave them the personal service and professional advice they needed to help them reach their financial goals. AMP. We'll always be there.
For a short time only, the limited edition Honda Prelude Seater comes with a genuine rear spoiler, CD player, mats and factory air conditioning at no extra cost. That's $5,226 worth of extras at no extra. The Honda Prelude Seater from $37,890. Hunt one down at your nearest Honda dealer today.
Can this collection of kitchen whizzes outplay a team of Irish comics? Will the silver bodgy Bob Hawke outspin these celebrities? Find out from 7:30 tonight on 7.
On Hinch Monday night, a friendly conversation about jelly babies turns violent. A magistrate ruled the injuries were not intentional. We'll play you the complete video evidence. And also, friends claim this nurse is an angel of mercy, not death.
Was your mother murdered?
We may never know.
Monday night on Hinch.
It's a pretty good tussle down at Kardinia Park. Geelong leading by 26 points at three-quarter time. It was 13-9 to 9-7. We go back there at the start of the final term.
Final quarter from Kardinia Park, 26 points the difference in favour of Geelong. Can the Swans come back? They gained a couple of points in the third quarter, mainly through the agency of that man there, Barry Mitchell, dispossessed. Wills' kick out towards centre wing position, tackle applied by Spencer, subsequently a loose ball, socket away by Tui. Bruns and Aythorn. Bruns started off in fine fettle in the opening term. Fans looking for a push in the back. Ball hustled out the back of the pack. Tui picks it up. Stoneham. Bays. Lawson with speed. Over to Carroll. And the Swan skipper goes long at goal, and that was one that they really did need to get themselves off to a good start in the final quarter.
Well, I think that little Lawson, Jamie Lawson, is really going to become one of the personality players in the game because he's tiny, probably the smallest man in the game, very, very quick. And unfortunately, I reckon he still should have run and had another bounce in because you can't catch him once he gets going, but he elected to give it to Carroll. Greg Williams has had his number taken in the third term. It's kicked away to centre wing. Bairstow has worked pretty hard. He's a class player, Bairstow.
13 and 8 his possession so far today.
And Barry Mitchell in the third quarter had 11 kicks and 5 handballs, 16 possessions. He's been a great player, as has Sean Simpson on a wing for Geelong. They're having a real dip here, the Swans.
They always do, Pete, don't they?
It's Lewis that they do. They're a good tackling side. That was Dale Lewis at the base of the pack. Really, Geelong haven't been over impressive today. They lead by just on 4 goals, but Swans have served it up to them. Jamie Lamb caught, loses it. Simpson again, he loses it. Swans players coming from everywhere here. Kelly's been a good player. Barry Mitchell again to Love, racing at it. Here's Greg Williams, cleverly done by Williams. And here's a free kick to Williams at half-court. He's down, holding his head. And the Geelong crowd don't like it. Umpire Damon Anthony on the scene saw something. And Greg Williams has been pretty quiet. Look at that. 4 and 10 for him. He's quiet. And he's had 2 quiet games before today too. Now, he'll probably look for the short one here. He will kick from about right on 50, in fact. Oh, look at that booming kick, a sensational torpedo for a goal.
What a kick. Never looked like missing. Magnificent kick by Greg Williams, only his 5th for the day. The Swans get their 10th goal, 13-9 to 10-8.
Well, all of a sudden, Pete, they're in this game. They only trail by 3 goals, won 19 points. And really, that's the sort of thing that could lift them. Now, back to the centre where they've done very, very well today. Mitchell's been getting it out there all day, and I've been very impressed with Tunbridge in the ruck.
13-9 to 10-8. Greg Williams kicking his first goal. Now, all importantly, who can get it out of the centre? Mitchell dives on it. Gary Hocking. Simpson taps it down to the slot. And it comes to Lawson again. Kicks across his body. Poole to Bruns. The veteran kicks to half forward. Knocked away by Bolton. Adlet. Lawson gets cannoned into by Spencer. Ball comes out the back of the pack. And again. Bairstow looks for Adlet. Finds him. And the magician has done it. Adlet gets his 3rd. His 502nd goal for the Cats. 14-9 to 10-8.
Yeah, it's a magnificent kick by Ablett, and you really can't give him an inch. Really burned it too. He's played a terrific game, I felt, on that back line. Ablett's had 10 kicks and kicked 3 goals. He's hard to keep out because he's just such a class player, but Tui's had 11 and 5 and has really put his heart and soul into it. Geelong by 4 goals, 1, so that's 25 points as Gary Hocking goes forward to Simpson, who's played an outstanding game. Sean Simpson to Jamie Lamb, 2 former St Kilda players combining. Lamb steadies, shoots in at goal, across the face. Page versus Denham. Denham has kicked 3 for Geelong. Page loses it to Denham. Here's Couch. Oh, geez, got some class, Couch. The right foot kick is a wobbly one and out of bounds on the full. But it's amazing when he gets in a pack situation, Pete, how he dodges and weaves and very rarely gets caught.
That's why he won a Brownlow medal. Bernard Toohey to kick the ball back into play. Tim Darcy stands the mark. Oh, Ablett went for the specky, couldn't take it. The ball spills out to the back of the pack. Stephen Hocking, centering kick from him. Lawson chips in front of his brother, Lamb, who started on the bench today, over to Wills. Higgins. A real straight ahead player, Leon Higgins. And he might find Greg Williams, gets it away from Bruns, taps it out to Aythorne. Aythorne on right centre wing. Ugly looking kick off the boot. Bays, when he tried to get onto his left foot, he can't. Finally soccers the ball off the ground, looking for Love. Wills, good shepherd by Rogers. Love on his right foot. That's a 50-metre kick, 25 up and 25 down. That's all it did. The catch will get clear. Bairstow kicks to centre wing. Ablett and Toohey. Peter spoke at length about their battle. It's been a ripper today. Poole applies a tackle, ineffective. It comes to Kelly. Ablett chases him. Kelly on the run, kicks, and the ball hits the post. So one behind to Sydney. A goal there would have really been interesting. 20 minutes left in the match. 14-9 to 10-9, so 4 goals.
Well, they're hanging in there, Sydney Swans. Just the difference is more danger players up forward, Geelong.
Just wouldn't they kill for a good centre-half forward at Sydney?
Would they ever? To the half-back line. Stoneham, a big fly, good mark. He's been a good player, Barry Stoneham, 11 and 5. Centre wing, Gary Hocking. Well, Greg Williams waits at the back as the mark has been taken by Poole. On to Hocking, Hocking wide. Darcy races at the ball. Thump the ground, he goes and gets it again, Tim Darcy. Here's Couch. See that? Dodging and weaving, he never gets caught. There's the hand pass. Probably shouldn't have given it. There he is again, though, gets it to Hocking. Good hand pass that by Couch. Steve Hocking kicks and goals.
Today's game is part of the Carlton and United Breweries 1991 AFL Premiership season.
So Geelong getting home by 27 points. Sydney did make another little run at them in the last quarter, 17-13 to 13-10. Ablett and Couch, 2 of the champions for Geelong, getting 6 between them, 3 apiece. And Love got 3 for Sydney. But Geelong winning handily. Terrific match at Princess Park. Fitzroy by a point. Ross Lyon kicking the goal very late, 22-16 to 21-21, and that's a damaging blow to North Melbourne's chances of playing off in the finals. The main goal kickers there, Ironmonger 4. He only kicked 5 goals up until this stage in his career. 5 for Allison and 4 for Kerry. And another upset, albeit minor, between Richmond and Footscray at the MCG. The Tigers 14-11 with Hogg leading the way with 5 goals over Footscray 11-12.
Time now to check the CUB AFL 1991 Premiership Season League ladder.
Pressure really on now for North Melbourne. They've got a very small percentage, as you can see, with 94.6. They've dropped 1 place, St Kilda winning last night. Essendon still not completely safe because they've got a tough run home. They've got to play West Coast and Hawthorn, and the 2 teams that are sitting and waiting and hoping are Collingwood and Melbourne. So still a most interesting situation. And you see at the top, West Coast, Hawthorn, they play one another tomorrow, and Geelong could go back into 2nd place if Hawthorn is beaten and beaten by a few goals. We take a break. With all the news after this, it'll be Scotty Palmer.
When you first buy a home, you don't really own very much of it, do you? But if you have a Westpac home loan, you can own more of your home much sooner. You can reduce the term of your loan without increasing the amount of your repayments. You can even vary your loan at any time to suit your changing circumstances. Just talk to your Westpac branch about these and other ways you can own your home sooner.
You can bank on us. You can do it with the McEwans, 'cause we've got a million things.
Save on Australian-made Stanley tools. A 13-piece screwdriver set only $36.95. Duralock tape measures in metric or dual graduations only $18.95 each. 3-piece handyman chisel sets $19.95, save $17. The Rhoda 5-tray cantilever toolbox only $39.95, save $18. McEwen's super money savers. You can't buy them for less anywhere.
You can do it with the McEwens, 'cause we've got a million things.
We're happy little Becky Mart, as bright as bright can be. We all enjoy our Becky Mart for breakfast, lunch and tea. Our mommy say we're growing stronger every single week because we love our Becky Mart. We all adore our Becky Mart. It puts a rose in every cheek.
It's the vitamin B in Vegemite that helps release the energy they need to grow up strong.
We're growing stronger every week.
All these top brands are heading straight to Australia's biggest electrical retailer. And because we're Australia's biggest, we can promise you top brands will cost less and mean it. Who are we? If you think Retrovision, you're right. This is my store, and together with 470 other Retrovision stores, we're Australia's biggest retailer of electrical appliances. Retrovision, where top brands cost less.
The Nissan Maxima Sports Saloon has the maximum performance of a 3-litre V6, the maximum safety of ABS braking, and the maximum interior space in its class, including procedure. From $37,000, you'll find the Maxima has the maximum.
It's a Nissan, that's my car.
Come on, come on!
Oh no.
O'Brien!
O'Brien?
Just pick up the phone and we'll rush to your home. We'll get the job done fast, 'cause we're the experts in glass.
That was quick.
And it's all guaranteed.
O'Brien.
Remember, O for O'Brien for fast glass replacement.
Welcome back to AFL Today. Time now for the Vulcan Hotspot. We go to the offices of the Sunday Herald Sun with Scotty Palmer. Good evening, Scotty. How are you?
Very well, Bruce. A bit tired, but I've seen a great game today.
You did. I know why you're tired too. I saw you earlier this morning in Adelaide. Now, Kevin Bartlett. I was there a fortnight ago when he was booed off the ground at half-time. What was the reaction like today after Richmond beat Footscray?
He said, quote, "I have no problems about my future at Richmond. I will be coaching again next year." He was in the rooms when he said it, and there was a jubilation in there after that win today. Singing of the song, they were shouting, and joyous occasion it was. And Kevin himself went up with his fist raised, so obviously things are pretty good down there.
Gee, can't a fortnight make a difference? And coming
Sure.
off that dreaded bye too, Scotty, and winning.
It sure can too.
Terry Wheeler, he must have been disappointed.
He said it was the worst performance of the Bulldogs since he's been coach, and that's for 2 years. He said we had no skill at all operating today. Very, very disappointing. And of course his captain, Doug Hawkins, has come off with an ankle injury. Could be doubtful for next week.
Big game at VFL Park, wonderful match. Kevin Sheedy's reaction afterwards?
We got out of jail, he said, and certainly did, because David Parkin, his opposition coach, said that, well, I don't often say this, he said, but he said the best side lost today. We shouldn't have lost this match.
Well, they had their chances. Now, there were a couple...
I got here.
Mr. Tibbs, can guys take that picture frame over to the lab?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank you.
You know, Bubba, we're gonna have to come back. Do a lot of looking around. I guess the things will tell us more about a woman than people can, huh?
In the people department, she did have a boyfriend. Now, I don't recall his name offhand, but I do know he's on our files.
What for?
Assault. And then there's the sister, who I'd gladly leave to you and the chief. Come on, sweet, let's tape it off.
They tell me the name DeLong was on the deceased driver's license. So I infer that she was unmarried with a 9-year-old son.
How was she killed?
She was smothered.
Housekeeping to room 40. Housekeeping to room 40.
Hello, Bill.
This is a shocking thing, Harriet. I can hardly believe it.
But you could explain it, couldn't you? Well? Couldn't you?
She taking charge of the boy? Taking him home with her. Just waiting to find out when she can have her sister's body.
Dr. Victor to radiology. Dr. Victor to radiology.
What's that all about?
This is the first time since I've known you that you've asked me a question.
And what's the answer?
You know, I don't know. I have to say, I haven't the faintest idea.
The computer. Video technology. Educating. Entertaining. Communicating. Activated at the touch of a finger. Talking to each other. NEC Computers, Communication, Entertainment. The total system. It's here now, benefiting everybody, wherever you are, whoever you are.
Don't wait months for your tax refund. Now you can get your money in just a couple of weeks.
With Rapid Refund from H&R Block, there's no extra charge to get your money much faster.
That's great!
That's Rapid Refund from H&R Block.
30 years ago, washing powders came in this handy pack.
Today, the newest thing is a super concentrate called Cold Power Ultra.
Then, dirty washing looked like this.
Now, dirty washing still looks like this.
Then, you put in this much powder.
Now, you put in half as much.
Then, it lifted out most of the dirt.
Now, Cold Power's unique microgranules get right down to the fibers to lift out more dirt.
Then, washing was a chore.
Now, washing is less of a chore.
Then, the results were good.
Now, the results are better.
Then, you had a wide choice.
Now, new Cold Power Ultra is the only way to wash.
Toblerone has the original recipe of fine Swiss milk chocolate with almonds, honey, and nougat for a taste all its own. Toblerone. Delicious Swiss chocolate with smooth honey, almonds, and nougat, all combined to make up the unique flavor. Well, we all enjoy a treat now and then. Toblerone, a taste all its own.
The trouble with most toasted mueslis is they're heavy in fat. Kellogg's Just Right, however, has far less fat than toasted muesli, yet its wholesome blend of whole wheat flakes, rye, juicy sultanas, honey, oats, and the goodness of bran gives you a truly satisfying taste. Without that sinking feeling. Not too heavy, not too light. It's just right. From Kellogg's.
Volvo is having a sale. Thank you.
When your business is growing, you need a PABX that grows with you. Tailor-made and professionally supported by NEC. The NEAX 2400 PABX means business.
The city's fastest growing crime.
Insurance industry put the cost of arson in excess of $400 million. Motor cars, unfortunately, are a real problem. Restaurants, we've had a number of restaurants burnt in the past few months.
Police say the alarming rise in arson attacks in recent times is directly linked to our tough economic downturn.
A 7 Nightly News special report, 6 o'clock Monday.
You mad at that cop? I guess I shouldn't be. That sergeant was nice to me. He was the one who came when I called. You called? Oh, sure you did. I never thought to ask who. Who else but you? So you went in to wake her up and... I dialed emergency. Am I gonna stay here with you now? Yes. You're gonna stay here with me. We need each other, we really do. Okay. Go on in, Nellie's gonna fix you something nice, okay?